Hello guys, how are you doing? It's AJ on another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about 8 things that I don't waste money on. So guys, just listen carefully what I'm about to share, because some of these things that I'm going to share to you here are actually relatable, and you can use these things, you can actually take away these things from your expenses, and actually it's going to help you save more money and prevent overspending too. So guys, the first thing that I don't waste money on is actually trendy clothes and fast fashion. Guys, clothes keep on erupting every single day. Every single day there's actually something new. There's actually a new design, you know. These clothes keep on just emerging now and then. So if you're the kind of person who is always buying the trendy clothes outside there, you know, you go for the brands, big brands, guys, you are likely going to waste lots of money. You can spend about $500 on a t-shirt, while you can get the same t-shirt at maybe 50, you know. So guys, this is something that I usually don't waste money on, and most of my clothes that I wear are just actually simple clothes, not more than $100 on a single piece of cloth. And the other thing is fast fashion. You know, there are actually trends, emerging trends that are usually coming up here and there. So if you're the kind of person who is always jump to this fast fashion, you see some influencer out there dressing in such a way, and you also want to dress in that way. Guys, if you're this kind of person, you're going to find yourself that you're spending money on trendy fashion that are actually not likely to last a really long time. And at the moment you realize it, it's actually too late, because you have been spending money on things that actually don't add value into your life other than just stressing you out. So this is some of the things that I don't actually spend money on. So something else I don't spend money on, I actually don't waste my money on, is daily coffee and takeouts. Guys, I don't waste money on that, because actually I can prepare my own coffee at home. Maybe it might not be that amazing compared to the one that maybe I'll buy at a Saint-Time cafe, but I know that I'm actually saving more money than, because if you keep on preparing your own coffee and just pack it really well, put it really well in your mug, and you guys, you are good to go. You don't have to spend money on that. So this is something else that I usually don't spend money on. Daily takeouts, guys, I also really encourage you guys to prepare your own meal, because doing so is going to save you lots of money, and you're going to find yourself that you're actually spending less and you're saving more, which helps you to hit your goals when it comes to saving, when it comes to investing, when it comes to clearing your debts. So guys, something else that I wanted to share with you when it comes to actually some of the things that actually don't spend money on, I don't waste my money on, is actually latest gadgets. Guys, if you're the kind of person who is always upgrading your gadgets every single time, guys, you're actually wasting lots of money. Because think about it, every single year there's actually something new that is going to come up, whether it's a laptop, whether it's a smartphone, whether it's anything, whether it's a camera, there's always something new popping up. And if you're the kind of person who is always upgrading to the latest gadgets once they just hit the market, you're likely going to be spending so much money, and that money you can use it to maybe invest somewhere. Maybe you can use that money to grow your emergency fund. You can use that money to actually invest in yourself, learn new things, use money to gain experiences that are going to help you level up as an individual. So if you're the kind of person who is always upgrading to new gadgets while you have the old ones which are working really well, guys, I just don't recommend you guys to keep on doing that, because this is something that is wasting you. And before you realize it, guys, you've been spending so much money, you know, which you could have used that money to help you grow as an individual when it comes to reaching your financial goals. Okay guys, I know some of you guys have subscriptions that you rarely use, and this is something that is wasting your money. Guys, I usually always recommend you guys to cut down your subscriptions if you actually don't use them. So go back to your accounts, check out this transaction. If there's any subscription that is taking money from your account every single month, you have to go back and actually cancel those subscriptions, especially if they are not really important. Maybe they're subscriptions like streaming subscription, maybe content subscription somewhere. While you can get some of the content for free on other platforms, I highly recommend you guys to cancel the subscriptions. And if you have other subscriptions which are really important to you but you don't use them often, I recommend you to actually downgrade the subscription. If maybe it was about 40, downgrade it to 20, because you actually get to save more, $20 on that. So this is a really good way to actually prevent you from spending lots of money on things that actually don't make any difference in your life. This is one way of you turning your finances around, guys, so that you push on, keep on saving more money, you keep on investing, you keep on actually growing your wealth as an individual. Something else that is likely to waste lots of money, guys, there are products like name brand products, especially those products with really big brand names. So if this product, maybe it might be a Sanrio bag, maybe it can be a tumbler, maybe it can be earpods, it can be anything, guys. So instead of you going for these really big brands, going for these products with big brand names, I just recommend you guys to go for the brand products with maybe, let me say, not really famous ones, maybe custom ones. Yeah, there are lots of custom products, guys, you can buy, and this is actually going to save you lots of money. Instead of going for the original ones, you can actually get the same bottle, and maybe someone just customized it to your liking, and you can actually buy that for maybe $20, and maybe the same bottle maybe you could have bought maybe at the store, maybe with at a price of about maybe $100, with the maybe Sanrio characters, and maybe you can get the same thing at a really lower price, which is customized, and it looks really amazing, because people out there are really talented when it comes to doing this kind of thing. So always just search for alternatives. Even if you like a certain product or with a certain brand name, just think of a way you can get the same product and customize in a way that really likes in a really good way, and you can actually save lots of money on that. As long as the product actually does what you want it to, and it actually satisfies you, guys, you're good to go. You don't have to waste money on products that are really super expensive just to get the brand name, by your side. It's not really worth it. You have goals to hit, and this means you're dragging behind when it comes to hitting your financial goals. So something else that I actually don't waste money on is actually excessive decor and furnishing, guys. I know it's really important to furnish your house, make it look really amazing, so that when you're in there, you're actually feeling at home, you actually relax, you're actually super comfortable. So it's really a good thing to furnish things here and there, but if you go you make it excessively, to an extent that you spend so much money on everything else in your house when it comes to decorating it and furnishing it, guys, you're actually wasting lots of money. Just make things simple, just simple and minimalistic style. If you're not a minimalist, at least choose a decor that is not going to cost you lots of money when it comes to actually putting it in play. So guys, don't waste lots of money on that, because you need that money for something else. You need that money to work on you. You need that money to invest back, to invest in yourself and grow your businesses, guys. This is not a time for you to actually go all the way out when it comes to furnishing, when it comes to decorations and all that. At the end of the day, your sleep, it's just the same kind of sleep you get, whether you put lots of lights under the bed, whether you do this and that, guys. It's just all the same. So try to be conservative, use money wisely, and let that money work for you instead of the other way around. Something else that I don't waste money on is actually alcohol and clubbing, guys. I'm not a drinker, I'm not a smoker, I'm not a club person, I'm not a party guy. So these are kind of things that actually really take control of my spending, because I don't go wasting money on these things. Guys, weekends out, drinking, partying, this costs lots more of money. Especially if you're the kind of person who is having a really large group of friends, and you're always the generous person. You're the kind one. You always feel the need to surprise others. You always feel the need to buy everyone a drink in your group. So if you're this kind of person, then this means you're going to be spending lots of money every weekend, because this is a lifestyle that you're leading, and you can't evade this. If this is your situation, guys, you're actually spending more money, and I know some of this money that you'll be spending on these weekends are not even accounted in your budget, and this is something that is wasting you financially. If you need to make a progress, sometimes you just have to sacrifice some of the things, especially if you're working on bigger goals when it comes to chasing your financial independence. So if right now you're in a stage, whereby you are working to improve your finance, you're working to turn things around, then I recommend you guys to actually just temporarily pause this alcohol thing and clubbing thing, partying thing. Just take note of how you can increase your money, take note of how you can turn things around when it comes to money and everything else that concerns your wealth. This is something that is going to help you big time. But if you are the kind of person who is always just getting drunk, wasted every time, guys, sometimes you might even fail to make really concrete decisions, when it comes to when it comes to money, when it comes to everything else that revolves around your wealth. So guys, this is something that you should really take control of, because if you want, this is something that is likely going to waste you in a few months. Guys, I actually don't waste money on impulse buying and emotional spending. I worked on that. You should do the same. So if you're the kind of person who is always jumping to shopping sprees whenever you're bored, whenever you feel stressed, or whenever you feel like you have nothing important to do, guys, I recommend you guys to find a hobby. Find something else that you're going to indulge yourself into, instead of you spending money on things that are actually pushing you down when it comes to your progress, hitting your goals, saving more money. So guys, it's really important to find a hobby that doesn't involve you spending money here and there. So sit down and think of something. Figure out something that is going to actually sit right with you, something that is going to take control of your spending, something that is going to fix your lifestyle too. Because if you choose certain hobbies, there's some of the hobbies that are really super expensive, maybe like jet ski, jet riding, some things like this, paragliding. You can't do this every weekend because you're actually going to be spending lots more of cash on this. So choose a hobby that doesn't involve lots of spending, that is going to make you happy, that is going to actually push you to keep on working on your goals, something that is going to recharge you, so that when you go back next week to work, maybe doing some of the tasks that actually get you there where you want to be, you're actually super excited about it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. These are the few points I wanted to share with you in today's vlog when it comes to your personal finance, when it comes to taking control of your spending habits, and some of the things you shouldn't actually spend money on. Anyways, I'm AJ. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share, and I'll see you guys in my next one.